Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that most people avoid admitting, but you've probably felt it. That sinking feeling when you look at your to-do list, and you just can't bring yourself to start. You scroll your phone, you open the fridge, you tell yourself you'll do it later. And then the voice comes in, the one that says, you're just lazy. But here's what I want to tell you today. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're not weak. There's something deeper going on. And once you understand what it is, everything can change. Most people confuse laziness with something else. They think, I'm not doing anything, therefore I must be lazy. But let's redefine this, because 99% of the time, laziness is not the problem. It's a symptom of something deeper. And that something deeper can be fear, burnout, overwhelm, shame, low self-worth, or even trauma. Laziness is just the outer layer, it's what we see. But it's not the root. Let's look at some of the real reasons you might be stuck. You're not lazy, you're overwhelmed. Have you ever had so many things to do that you just shut down completely? It's not that you don't want to do the work. It's that your mind can't figure out where to start. Everything feels like too much, so your brain protects you by doing nothing. That's not laziness, that's mental overload. And the fix? Break things down. One task, one tiny step. One win at a time. When you zoom out too far, everything looks impossible. When you zoom in, progress becomes manageable. You're not lazy, you're afraid. This one hits deep. Because we often don't realize we're scared. Fear hides behind distractions, behind procrastination, behind I'll do it tomorrow. But what are you really afraid of? Failing? Being judged? Realizing you're not as good as you hoped? Fear convinces you it's safer to do nothing than to try and fail. But the truth is, doing nothing is a form of failure. It's just quieter and slower. And here's the good news. Fear only has power when it's in the dark. The moment you name it, face it, take one step anyway, you take your power back. You're not lazy, you're burnt out. We live in a world that glorifies hustle. Grind harder, no days off, sleep when you're dead. But the human mind and body weren't built for constant output. You're not a machine. And sometimes what looks like laziness is actually exhaustion. Physical, emotional, spiritual. Your body is begging for rest. And you're calling it weakness. Rest is not laziness, it's recovery. If you never pause, you'll never grow. So maybe the reason you can't focus is because your tank is empty. You don't need more discipline, you need more compassion. You're not lazy, you're disconnected. Sometimes the reason you can't take action is because you don't actually care about the thing you're forcing yourself to do. Think about that. Are you trying to pursue a goal that doesn't align with who you are? Are you chasing something that looks good on paper, but feels empty? You're not lazy. You're unmotivated because your heart isn't in it. And that's okay, because now you know you can pivot. You can redefine what success means to you. You can stop doing what drains you, and start doing what fuels you. Authenticity creates energy. Faking your way through life drains it. You're not lazy, you're carrying shame. This is the silent killer of progress. Somewhere along the line, someone told you, you're lazy, you'll never change, you're not good enough. And now you believe it? That voice isn't even yours. But it's been on repeat so long you think it is. So now every time you try to start something, shame jumps in and says, why bother, you know you'll fail. Don't even try, you'll just quit. That's not laziness, that's learned self-doubt. And the antidote is self-forgiveness. Yes, you've messed up. Yes, you've quit things. But you're still here. You're still trying. That counts for something. Start speaking to yourself the way you'd speak to someone you love. Because healing starts with how you talk to yourself. So now that we've uncovered the truth, what do you do with it? How do you go from I can't start to I'm taking action? Let me give you a simple roadmap. Step 1, name what's really going on. Next time you feel lazy, ask yourself, am I overwhelmed? Am I afraid? Am I exhausted? Am I disconnected from this goal? Am I carrying shame? Get honest. Because awareness is always the first step to change. Step 2, talk back to the voice. That inner critic that calls you lazy? It's not telling the truth, so talk back. Say, I'm not lazy. I'm overwhelmed, but I'm taking one small step. I'm afraid, but I'll do it scared. I'm tired, but I'm worthy of rest. Rewriting your identity starts with rewriting your inner dialogue. Step 3, take one tiny action, not 10 steps, not a full transformation. Just one. Clean one dish, open one file, write one sentence, stretch for 1 minute. Because action creates momentum, and momentum silences doubt. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing something. The rest will follow. Step 4, track your wins, even the small ones. Your brain needs proof that you're making progress, so give it proof, write it down, celebrate it. Even if it's I got out of bed, or I replied to that one email. You're retraining your nervous system to associate action with success, not shame. Progress isn't always loud, sometimes it's a whisper, but it still counts. Step 5, repeat with kindness. This isn't a one-time fix. This is a daily practice. You'll have days where you fall back into old patterns, where you feel stuck again. That's okay, growth isn't linear. But every time you choose understanding over judgment, you build a stronger, wiser, more compassionate version of yourself. You don't beat laziness with force. You beat it with truth. And the truth is, you're not lazy, you're healing, you're learning, you're realigning, and that takes courage. So the next time you catch yourself saying, I'm just lazy, ask yourself what's really going on underneath. And remember this, you are doing the best you can with the tools you have in this moment, and that's enough. From this place of truth, you can grow, you can rebuild. You can become someone you're proud of. If this message spoke to you, leave a comment. What's one thing you've learned about yourself today? Subscribe if you're on this journey too. Because this space is for real people, doing real work, to change their lives from the inside out. Until next time, be kind to your mind, take one step, and never forget, you're not lazy, you're powerful. And your story is still being written.